In this video, I'm going to talk about the update I had to do for the file to text option, which is basically the speech to text, where you can basically, from your computer, import a file that's either an audio file or a video file, and this feature will automatically convert the content that's in the video or the audio file into text. And we're using a speech to text technology called Whisper, which was developed by OpenAI, the same people that have done the ChatGPT thing. But what I want to talk about here is in previous versions to the one here you're looking at, which is version 1.0.4.3, in previous versions we were using a free version of the Whisper API, which was offered online in a couple different places, but unfortunately they're not free anymore. So I had to integrate an API version, and I integrated two different services that allows you to get a lot of free text-to-speech translations, like a ton. So it's almost nearly free, but let me show you what I've done here. So what you do is when you go to use this for the first time, you'll click on it and it'll say here, you must enter in your API key for one of the text-to-speech services. Now I'll show you the two services I've integrated. I've integrated GladAI.io. I think it's pronounced GladAI. It might be GladAI, but I'm not sure. Anyways, there's this one, and there's also Deepgram.com. So with GladAI, they offer 10 hours of audio translation from text to speech per month for free, which is incredible. And then Deepgram offers you, when you first sign up, $200 credit, which is around, I think, 750 hours of audio or video translations, which is a lot. So with the combination of these two, you have a lot of options here where you don't have to pay for any fees or anything like that. So I scoured the internet back and forth trying to find great services that we can integrate in here so it doesn't have to cost you anything. So let's go ahead and do that. So for GladAI, all you have to do is click this here and it'll take you to their website. So let's just get this out of the way here for a second, bring up the browser. And so this is GladAI. So all I gotta do is go ahead and click sign up. I'll accept the cookies there. Now I already have an account, but I'm gonna try and make another one to show you what it's like. Okay, so I'm just gonna sign up here with a different email address. Hopefully, I'm not sure if this will work because I already have an account with them, but I'll try anyways. Okay, so I got to check my inbox. Here it is. This is my verification code. So I'll just click that, right click and copy. Here, right click and paste. And we'll just add some information. Let's say just me, other, Google. All right, here we go. So now this is my API key, and all you have to do is see here, you got 10 hours left this month. So every month you get 10 hours. So when they say 10 hours, what that means is if I have, say, a 10-minute video that I want to convert from speech to text, it will take 10 minutes off of this. So it's the length of your audio file or the length of your video file that you have. So 10 hours a month is pretty good. So, you know, for 10-minute videos, that's 60 of them you could translate. So it's quite a bit. So, but when this runs out, you can always switch over to the Deepgram inside the software. So we have this, you have this little radio box there, the radio button. When say your 10 hours is done for the month, you can come over here and hit Deepgram and start using that one and go back to that the month after. So let's go back here. So we're going to get our API key here. So I'm going to copy that. And then in here, just go ahead and click the paste button. And now when you hit apply, now it's set there. Now let's go ahead and try a test. So I have a couple of files here. This is just my voice. I recorded a few little sentences just for an example. So the three different formats you can put in here so far is a .wav, MP3, MP4. We might be adding some new ones later on, but for now that's what is working. So let's go ahead and just click the MP3 and I'll go open. This is going to the GladAI. Now, of course, it does take a little bit of time for this to process because there's a lot of things going on in the background in their server. Okay, there we go. It worked. You can see just a few sentences I put in there. So let's try a different one. Let's clear that out. And this is actually one of my help videos for Tube Atlas. So I just went and grabbed it. So I think it was about 6 minutes long or something like that. So let's do that one. All right, and here we go. We've got everything from speech to text generated here. So that's how you'd use GladAI. Now let's go ahead and try the Deepgram. So I'm just going to go up to settings and go over to the new text to speech API section. And I'm just going to go ahead and click Get Deepgram API Key and close this. So you go over Deepgram and you have to sign up. So let's go ahead and just sign up for free here. I already have an account with them. So again, I'll make a new one to see if I can do this. Create account. All right. So now we go to API keys, and you can see we can create a new key. I'll just call it Tube Atlas. The permissions. I'll just select owner. I think it doesn't matter which one you select, to be honest. So let's go ahead and create key. And here's our secret key. Now you got to make sure you save this key right away to your computer. I usually just put it in a text file somewhere and remember where it is, because once you'll not see it anymore in our account. So you'd have to create a new one if you forget what it is. So I can go ahead and copy that. And before we paste it into the software, there also got an email saying you got to verify your email. So make sure you click that to verify your email. Everything is verified. Now let's go into the software and click on settings, text to speech APIs, and we're going to paste it in here. Also, we got to make sure we select this radio button to tell the software to use the Deepgram API key instead of the GladAI API key. So now we do that, we click apply. Let's go ahead and do file to text, and let's try the WAV file. And there we go. Let's try the help file as well. Let's try this one here. The video, I should say. There we go. I found that this was a little bit faster than the GladAI, so that was pretty cool. So now let's go ahead and take a look at our account there. And we should start to see some usage here. So it tells you how many minutes to request, 50 seconds transcribed. So that last one probably wasn't updated because it was 6 minutes of audio. So anyhow, what's interesting here is the fact that I just set up a new account here and I got another $200 credit. Well, I also have another account with another $200 credit in it as well. So technically that's $400 of credit. I'm not sure if they have some sort of limitation. They may detect that you're pulling from 2 different accounts or something like that. So I'm not going to advise you to do it, but it's up to you if you want to try something like that. But this equivalent, what we're using is the Whisper model in here, and it's about 750 hours of encoding that you can do, or I guess speech to text translations you can do. And so if you have another $200, that's 1,500 hours, which is a lot. And plus you also get 10 hours free per month from GladAI. So with these 2 options here in the software, you pretty much have unlimited free access to text-to-speech technology. And it took me a really long time to try to figure out how to get this to be as free as possible. If you're a very, very heavy user with this feature, then of course you may have to start paying for the API usage, which is probably going to be to your benefit. If you're utilizing this feature a lot, you must be also making money at that particular strategy. Maybe you're doing a service for someone where you're doing text to speech or something like that. But anyhow, that's the new feature within the latest version of Tube Atlas, which allows you to do speech to text technology using new API. And I'll be basically investigating the different features inside those APIs, because I'm sure there's a lot more different things that we can utilize from those APIs, like getting transcripts and doing other things with the content. But for now, the feature is back up and running and working great, and it shouldn't break anymore because it's using their official APIs that are within those two services. So thanks for watching this video. See you in the next one.